Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching from. It's a wonderful day today. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday, the 19th of December, 2024, and I'm so happy to have everyone here. So, how is the holiday season going? It's a few days to Christmas, and we thank God for life thus far. January till now, we are grateful to God, and my prayer is that each and every one of us and all our family members will see the end of this year and beyond. Amen. We shall all celebrate this season in good health, joy, and in happiness. Amen. So, welcome everyone. You could just let me know if you can hear me. I would really, really appreciate that. So yesterday, no, on Tuesday, we were dealing on cloud storage. Okay, cloud storage tools, cloud storage tools, cloud storage tools. Now, I want you to understand that as basic as it is, the what we are learning, it's not really, really very basic, but I just want you guys to understand that with that skill and that knowledge, you can also get a career in cloud computing. It's like a more advanced, good evening guys, good evening, it's like a more advanced part of cloud computing, like the cloud storage tools, learning these tools. Now, if you can also become a cloud engineer, like you can become an engineer. You guys know that when we talk about cloud, it's like you don't see it, you don't like, unlike when you guys remember those days that we used to have memory card. In the memory card you put your pictures, your photos and everything inside the memory card. But now with cloud, it's like the internet, you are not seeing it, you store things there, and they are very, very safe. Before, when a memory card gets lost, you or it kind of corrupts, you lose everything. You guys remember, but these days things are made simpler and easy for us. So with the way things are going now, people are migrating to cloud, storing things in the cloud, because in the cloud you can store voluminous size of data and everything, and it's safe for you. Like, you are not afraid of losing it. Or let's say before, how offices put files in their shelves and everything, if there's a fire outbreak, those files are gone. If there's, let's say, water flood or anything, things will be damaged. But now you're not afraid of flood, you're not afraid of fire outbreak. These things are stored in the cloud for you, that you can always have access to them, so long as you have your password and your email address to which you used to store those things. Okay, so for each thing you store in the cloud, there's an email address and a password to it to have access to it. Okay, so now there are people, because of a lot of companies are migrating to the cloud and all of that, people are needed to help them through this migration. Making sure their data is maintained, making sure it is protected and all of that. Those people are called cloud engineers. So it's another branch of tech, or another branch of IT, that you can venture into. So I just want you guys to understand that you are just learning the cloud storage tools, how to use these tools, but there are people that are engineers that does it in a bigger scale and all of that. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so there are people that does this in a bigger way, like they are engineers, like this is their specialty. We are just learning how to use those tools for now. To there are people that they deploy these tools and all of that. They deploy things to the cloud, they deploy things to the cloud. They help bigger companies deploy all their assets to the cloud and protecting them. So they are called cloud engineer. It's quite an interesting part of IT. You can also try it out. But as for a virtual assistant, tells you that that's to show you that being a virtual assistant, you're a tech savvy, like you are versatile, you are touching here, you are touching there, you are touching there. So it's like I've always told people, if you want to start if you want to go into tech, You can start from the softer part, which is virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, it is setting your foot into the tech world. It is giving you this courage. Imagine you get a job as a virtual assistant. You're able to assist your clients. You do data entry. You use project management tools. You use tools like Trello, Asana. You use Go High Level. You use Slack. The ability to learn these tools and all of that makes it possible for you to learn easily, because in tech it's all about software. What software are you performing your job with? I don't know if you guys understand. So don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, this tech thing, this virtual assistant thing, can I do it? This tech thing, this cyber security something, can I do it? It's all about you mastering the softwares that you need to use in order to perform this particular duty. Even if your job, even if you want to go into the tech part that has to do with coding, all you need to do is to learn the coding. You need to learn something in order to perform something. Okay, so as I was talking about before, going back to what we did yesterday, which is cloud storage tools, I just wanted to like brief you guys, and in case you are just joining and you didn't attend the class of Tuesday, so you understand what we learned. We learned cloud storage tools, and one of the tools we learned about, it's Google Drive. I don't know how many of us went about to install Google Drive on on their phone or system and try it out. So we have Google Drive. There's Dropbox. If you want to go for the commercial part of the business type, there's Google Cloud, GCP, Google Cloud. There's AWS. There's what's the other one? There's Azure. Yes, Microsoft Azure. That's owned by Microsoft. So you can migrate into those industrial or business type of cloud services. So in the cloud, we learned how to save things in the cloud. We learned how to save some things in the cloud, yes, on Tuesday. So we are going to be finishing where we started. So let me just go forward to searching for the drive, my Google Drive. I hope we are all conversant with this thing. Where's my drive? Okay, guys, so this is my Google Drive. So remember what we did? Um we added a file. Look at it here. We added something to our drive. So because I've added this client data, you guys can remember this client data, because I've added it to my drive. Whenever I open my drive, it is going to be among the things on my home page. Okay, so now I showed you guys how you can add someone to this and share it to them. Now if we want to add multiple people, let's look at how we can add multiple people to a particular file or document, and also give them the access to that file. So let's look at it. So remember this client data. Now I'll go to manage access. Okay, let's look at these options here: share, manage access, add to start. Start means you can just start it and it will be in like a folder. It's called start folder, where you can easily access things there. Make available offline, you can make it available offline. You can copy the link. Copy link, see the option of copy link. I hope you guys can hear me. The option of copy link means you can copy this link and send to someone, and when the person has that link, they can easily click on it and have access to that particular file, but you need to give them access. Then we have make a copy. You can duplicate it. We have open. You can download it. You can rename it. You see, I named it data file. With this option of rename, you can rename it. You can show file location, where it is. You can add shortcut to drive. Details, you can see details on activity. There you can see who created it, you can see who opened it, and all of that. So let's go back to what we were supposed to do. So we are learning how to add multiple people to this particular file so they can collaborate on it. Remember that if you have things in the cloud, different people can collaborate on it. Now let's look at manage access. When we click on manage access, or share, let's look at share. So when we look at share, we can add people here. Sorry guys. So let's look at here. I want to use another this thing. Save resume. Okay, email management. This is a course before. So let's look at share. If I click on share now, in here I can add more people. You see this particular this thing has 20 plus people added to it. So I can add more people here. I'll just come here, type their email address. Let's say virtual skills academy 1@gmail.com. So we're looking at how we can add multiple people at gmail.com. Yes, I can add another person. You see I clicked on enter. I can add this person, enter. You see I have different people in this. That's how I add a lot of people. You can also copy it and paste and all of that. Now whosoever you are adding to this file, there's what we call access. If you give access to people to be an editor, it means they will just come and edit this file for you from wherever they are. So long as you add their email and send to them and they have access to this file, they can easily alter what you have on it. So that's why you need to give the right access. You can either make them, if you make them a viewer, they will only look at it. Now if it's advisable, if at all you are sharing any file, it's only your, let only, I can hear you. Okay, that's good. Guys, I can see Omowumi, well done. So if you are sharing this file, make sure that you are giving access to only the rightful owner or the person. Let's say your client, you are giving your client a report. Make sure it's only your client you are giving access to it. Okay, because if you just mistakenly add more people and you make them editors, they can alter this file or do something. So you must be very, very careful. If you know you don't want someone to edit, you just want the person to view, make the person a viewer. Okay, so look at this place. There's editor. I hope you guys can see this place. There's editor. You just click on it and here you select what you want the person to be. Do you want the person to be a viewer? You make the person a viewer. Do you want the person to be a commenter? You make the person a commenter. Do you want the person to be an editor? You make the person an editor. Like I said, a viewer means they can view it but they cannot edit it. If you make them a commenter, they can just open the file and comment. They'll be able to comment, oh, I don't like this column, adjust this column, adjust this one. They will just do that. Okay, now if you want to make them an editor, if you are making them an editor, do you know what it means? It means that they have access to this file. They can edit it, they can add people, they can change anything on the file. That's what an editor means. So you must be careful on what role you are giving to people. Okay, so now you can make the person a viewer or anything. Now you can click on this notify. If you want to notify them, fine. That's they'll be notified that you've added them to a file. If you don't want to notify them, you uncheck this box. Can you guys see it? You uncheck that box if you don't want it, whichever one. Now you can leave a message. Hello ma, or hello sir, hello sir. This is the requested file of A, B, and C group, or just a little description of what you have added, of what you have sent to this person, because people might be like, oh, what is this, but when they open their email, this little description will enable them see what you are sending to them. Okay, will help them and have a glimpse of what you are sending to them. When they read it, they'll be able to understand that, oh, this is what this file is all about, and then they can now go ahead to open it. So when you are done, let me remove this person. So when you are done, let me remove this person. So when you are done, you can now click on send. Look at the arrow sign like this. That's you can now send. So I am sending out this file now to this person. I've added this person to it, and I'll now click on send. Okay, I've added this person. No. I want to remove this person. So I'll now click on send. So it sends it to the person, and the person receives it as an email. Now that person too, even if you don't receive an email, I've sent it out now. Even if you don't receive an email or something like that, you can also go back to this thing. You can also go to your what's it called, your drive. In your drive, you'll be able to find all those things that someone shared with you. Look here, I don't know if you guys can look down on my phone. On the bottom part, you are going to see home, the option for home, start shared files. When you come to the option for shared, when you click on shared, you will see everything that anyone has ever shared with you in your drive. So long as that email address is the email you are opening the drive with, you are going to see everything. So this is just basically how we use the cloud storage tools. Okay, I wish you guys can interact, we can talk. I'm looking for a way so that we can talk, and I just want someone to be there and be like, oh, I understand what you're saying, I see where you are, and all of that. And guys, you can see on my screen that I have 15.26 gig remaining of space for me on my drive remaining, and I've used 15 gig out of it. So on this particular drive, I am running out of space. So it is actually free. Google Drive is actually free, but they will only give you 15 gigs free space. When you exceed it, you need to upgrade, okay, or you go back and delete a lot of things. That's one thing with drive and eSpace. So please make sure you use this for your own person. Even if although if you work from home or if you work remotely, you still need, even people that work in the office, they still collaborate on different cloud storage tools. So what I'm trying to say, even for your own personal use, those pictures you take with your phone, those videos you have with your phone that you cherish, family pictures, family photos, add them to your drive. Go now and add them to your drive. You will see that even if you lose that phone, you will still have those pictures and videos. How do you have access to them? Let's say for example you lose your phone. Remember the email which you connected your drive to. Make sure you have that email address and the password. So when you get a new phone, when you automatically sign into that email, just go to Play Store, download Google Drive. You automatically see all that is in that your drive that is related to that particular email. Are you guys with me? You see everything that's related to that particular email. So go and try this now. Download Drive from your Play Store and add in all your photos and everything. Or you can use Google Photos. Google Photo is another product developed by Google that you can use to store your photos in the cloud as well. It's just for photos. You can use it, and every photo stored in your Google Photos goes directly to the cloud. So you can also use that one too. But whichever one that favors you, it is important that you use cloud tools in order to safeguard things that you have. So I don't know if you have any question before we move to the next thing. So someone came into my inbox. I want to address this and talk about it because you guys need to understand where we are heading to. We are not learning this for learning sake. A lot of us here, oh, virtual assistant, they make this money, they make that money, and we want to become one, but we don't want to put in the effort. We don't want to wait to learn. Learning is always difficult, but the end product is always very rewarding if you actually follow it through. A lot of us are like, oh, I heard that virtual assistants earn $1,000 a month, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 a month, $600, $500 a month. If you're in Nigeria, if you're where I am, it's a whole lot of money. Okay, in as much as the economy will still make it not look like anything, but it is very, very reasonable. Anyone earning like $2,000 a month now, the person has really, really done well for himself. But still, the economy will still make it look as if you are not earning anything, but it's still something applaudable. So a lot of people will go online, search the average salaries of a virtual assistant. I just want to address this before I proceed, because I noticed that people, when they hear, oh, it's this skill, IT skill, they pick interest. When they attend first class, second class, they lose interest. If you're that kind of person, I don't know if this is for you. I don't know if this is what you want to do. But if you are the type that loses interest in something so easily, then how would you do it? How would you cope? How will you end the training? How will you really, really get what you are supposed to get? So the person, she came into my inbox. Oh ma, I'm so excited about this training initially. Only for us to start and she came. But this thing, I thought it was going to be very easy. I thought it's something that in 1 week you are done, in 2 days you are done. Guys, when it comes to learning, it never stops. I've told you guys before, you just have to keep your head ready. You just have to be ready to learn how to use different software application. That is simply what we are doing. It's not a rocket science. You are learning how to use different software applications in order to work for your client. You cannot get a client today and you are meant to, and let's say you are meant to do data entry for the client and you don't know how to use Excel, you don't know how to use Google Sheet. Nothing comes easy. She thought it's very easy because you follow what people say online. Like, I can literally come online and say that being a virtual assistant is the best thing that's ever happened to me. It has made life easy for me. I'm able to, have my kids at home and I still work. That someone said that does not mean that there is no, should I say, effort behind it. There's no struggle. Then she also came and said that I heard people say that they get virtual assistant jobs easily, blah 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 blah. But a friend of mine said it took her, she has been applying for 1 month and she couldn't get a job. I said, are you done? She said, all these things she's hearing is discouraging her, is this, is that, is that. I say, Owu never hold you before. That was what I told her. You have never been broke. Probably you have a husband that provides everything for you and you don't want to put in the work to get something done. That is why you should be listening. That is why you are listening to negative people. As I'm talking to you now, I'm a mother. I have 3 kids and I still work from home. All thanks to being a virtual assistant, but it has never been easy. When I started, I knew how difficult it was for me because I had just had my second son, my second child, and I don't sleep at night while I was making applications. But to God's glory, I later got a job and I've been able to sleep well at night. I just do my job and all of that. But I put in the struggle because I know what the economy is all about. Even if your husband provides everything, what about you? What about you? She was like, I don't think this is what the stress provide. Besides that, her husband, she doesn't like anything. I said, that's fine. If just simply the word of somebody that doesn't want to put effort in life, fine, your husband is providing. It's very fine. It's okay. But what about you? Have you asked yourself, who am I? What am I really um, offering? Or what is it? In what way am I being productive? Being a mother is not about having kids. You have your life. I have a call. You have your life. You have a future before you became a mother. So you don't just throw it away because, or you don't just want to do something because your husband does this or does that. But I asked myself, your husband is this, and why do you still pick interest? And she was like, I then asked her, why do you still pick interest in the first place? If you knew you were comfortable and your husband was providing everything, saying, men now, it's not everything that I want that I'm being given. Besides, I want to also take care of my family, take care of my mom. He's the only one doing everything, and it's all of this. I say, you never ready. If you really want make money, or if you really want to be productive, if you really see, let me tell you, the moment you start making your own money, there's a different level of confidence to it. You are no longer dependent. You are now independent. Even if your husband is doing everything, it's fine. But what about you? That man that is your husband, what of tomorrow he needs someone to borrow him money? Do you know that, guys? You know that people are making, women are now making millions of naira, that they can even support their husband businesses and all of that. But all I'm trying to say is that I want us to understand that this journey is not all about being sweet. You need to learn. You need to sit down, listen to someone to learn. What I'm teaching you guys here, I know how much people pay to learn it, but at the same time, I'm not forcing anybody. It's all about you yourself what you want. In case you've never seen someone that has gotten jobs on Upwork, as I'm talking to you, I'm a top rated freelancer on Upwork. You should know what that means. Look at me here, I'm a testimony. In case you are doubting this whole thing, you are learning skills that will enable you work for clients from home, even in a physical office. See, when I did MTN, when I worked with an MTN partner company, it's not like MTN Direct, but what people that are using MTN name to do business, we were required to give our reports, to submit our reports in an Excel sheet. Trust me, there are so many graduates, but out of all, I think only 2 or 3 persons were like up to 20 people, salespeople. Only 2 or 3 persons knows how to use Excel or even use a Google Sheet. These are graduates. So you are not just learning it for, you can apply it in other areas of life, your physical place and every other thing. You never can tell where you will go tomorrow, and this will be needed. These are basic skills that you should have. Okay guys, I just want to give this advice because I don't want to talk too much, because I've seen that some people, they feel like their head cannot learn this. If you can be pressing Facebook from morning till night, if you can be doing tap 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 from morning till night, there is, you can navigate through Facebook, TikTok, and all of that. Then these tools, you should be able to navigate through them. Okay, let me not talk too much, guys. So I just wanted to drop this because I got this message this evening and I wasn't really happy about it. Like, not that I'm not really happy, but I asked myself, this person, don't you have plans for your own life? Your line might not be tech, but try as much as you can, even if you're in the business world. Data entry is something that it is very important. Even this cloud storage stuff, it's okay for yourself. Even if you're a business person, you can use this to store your business details. You see all those things that your sales gets right on the book, how many sales they've made and all of that. If you can put everything online, if you can bring it, and simple, just download Google Drive for them, or Google Sheets they can use to enter data for you. Download it. All these things are in the cloud. With this, you can be able to trace what they are imputing. You don't even need to wait till the end of the day to come and open your books and see what they are doing. You can be fine in anywhere you are. And as they are imputing what they have sold, you are seeing it from your own end. You can make an automated calculation on your Google Sheet. Okay, we haven't done calculation on our Google Sheet. I think the last time we stopped at, we're just entering data, and I think I did send some videos in the group, the concluding part of what we started that time. I had a lot of things at hand, so I had to send a recorded video. So but we're still going to learn how to do addition and subtraction on Google Sheet. So you can do this and have access to it from anywhere you are. Okay, so guys, in our next class we are going to be looking at, sorry, I just trying to check something. In our next class, oh shit, don't open please. I wanted to open something very sensitive. So in our next class we are going to be going to Google Docs. Like, we are going to learn how to use Google Docs. So what is Google Docs? Google Docs is a Word document. It's let's call it a Word. It's yes, the word documentation. Yes, it's like you use it to document words. You use it to write different things. Like you use it for write-ups. People that are into what's it called? If you want to start, if you want to, someone is saying, so thank you guys are welcome. Someone is saying thank you, but you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. So we are going to be learning Google Docs. So Google Docs is a Word documentation tool. You can use it to document words. You can use it to write your letters. You can use it to write, what's it called? Ebook. Yes, you can use it for an ebook. Because where I work, my workplace. Remember that I work remotely. I work from home. I don't go to an office. I have my office space at home. Although my office space, oftentimes I drag with my children, but it's fine. Just a corner in my room. It's my office space. So like today, I was compelled to write an increment letter. I manage properties, in case you don't know. I'm a virtual assistant and I also manage properties. I'm into property management, procedural administration. That's what I do as well as a virtual assistant. So, virtual assistant is very vast. We are still going to look at the niches in virtual assistant. So, one of the things I did today, tasks I took on today was creating an increment letter with following the government laid, it's called section 3 something something, those their what's it called, should I say, legal terms. So I had to do a research, got the what that section 3 something is all about, and infused it in the increment letter we're sending out to tenants and all of that. There's a little increment. It's not really, the company I work with is not here, so I had to research according to their country's policy and all of that. So after I was done with that, I had to put it in a Google Docs, this thing, and also had to put our company logo, letterhead, and all of that. Both at the foot and the footer and everything. I had to add the logo, the address, and everything on the footer and all of that, and add our logo and our letterhead, the logo, company logo, and all of that on that Google Docs, and actually downloaded it as a PDF document and sent it out to tenants. So these are some of the things you may be required to be doing for your clients. So you need to learn all these too. So that is why we are going to Word documentation. Excuse me, guys. Let me just pick up my baby. He's crying. It's okay. Sorry. So guys, let's continue. So that's some of the things you may be required to do as a virtual assistant and all of that. So Google, let's look at Google Docs. So Google Docs again, once more. My baby is crying. I don't know if we might have to end this training so quick. My baby is crying. So this is Google Docs. Once more, you go to your Play Store. It's equivalent to Microsoft Word, in case you have used Word. But this one is owned by Google. I just love Google products, and Microsoft products are awesome. But I believe Google products are easier for a beginner. So let's go to look at it. You can see the logo. So when you go to Google Docs, like Google and Google Docs, and that's DOCX, Google Docs. That's Google Docs, COCX, DOCS, Google Docs, DOCX, Google Docs. So these are some of the things I've done in the past. There's a template. If you want a template, you can use a template. You can choose a template. I think I've told you guys what a template is. So you see here, you can use this to create your own resume. In case you still go to cyber cafe for them to create a resume for you, stop it. Use Google Docs and create your own CV. Guys, my baby is disturbing. I think I need to attend to him. So this is it. So just take note of where we stop today. Tomorrow we'll continue. He's going to break this food. Sorry, Daddy. Sorry. So take note of where we stop today. Tomorrow we are going to continue. Okay. So this is it. Go to Play Store, download Google Docs, and go through all these templates and have a feel. If you want a CV, a resume, this is a sample. Concrete. This is a sample. Why can't we? Oh, Lisa, stop. So guys, let's call it a night. Tomorrow we will continue. Let me attend to my baby, okay? Good night, guys.